Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest episode of the Legacy of the Rimlen. First off, Happy New Year to everybody. Our first episode of 2023, both recording and posting it, actually, which is fun. Hope that 2023 will be a good one for everybody. Second of all, before we venture in like the usual character introductions and gameplay and all that, a small relic of 2022, I suppose. We have a bit of, I guess you could call it fan art, I guess. This lovely piece made by the one and only Doom Goblin that you can see on screen. Doom Goblin is a lovely artist, and I'll show his links in a moment that you can find on Twitter and like DeviantArt. He plays in another campaign that I run called Ephemeral Orb, and now it's called Shadow of the Silver Mane. And he did this lovely artwork to represent our campaign, which I absolutely adore. I think it encompasses all the characters and the chicken especially perfectly. It's funny that like the chicken and the orb are the like things he chose to include in the art in addition to the player characters. But yeah, it's lovely. Here are Doom Goblin's links. You can see them on screen. Highly recommend you check him out. Yeah, he is a lovely artist, and we all love him and gush about him in our Discord chat regularly. But yeah, well, as we go, let's return to our actual setting and have our lovely players introduce themselves as usual. I've rolled some dice in the background. The dice have decided that we should start with Dely. Dely, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely, and as usual, I'm playing as Muninn. They are a traveling scholar from the University of Brightland, and at the moment, they're in a bit of a pickle because their left arm is petrified and slowly getting worse. Slowly but surely getting worse.
Are you going to make the cat metaphor?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. But if they don't... Oh, and they're missing one of their most prized possessions as well. So if they don't sort both of those things out soon, they might go mad and armless, I guess.
Well, it's funny that you say one of their most prized possessions when they've only had it for like 2 days, I think.
That's how important it is.
I mean, it is expensive objectively, but
yeah,
I guess it says something about Muninn. Anyway,
yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much, Dely. Next, according to the dice that I rolled, we would have Ashen. Ashen, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Yes, sir. I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona, the very sneaky Tivian noblewoman on the run, as usual. And she's slightly sad and beaten up. She lost all her possessions, still has a broken face. It's not the best of days for her. She might get cursed and be thirsty forever. Who knows?
Yeah, just a day in the job, for lack of a better term. In the life, I guess. Thank you very much, Ashen. And next, we would have Show&Tell. Show&Tell, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Yes, hi, I'm Show&Tell, and I'll be playing as Anghel, who is a mute peasant boy, and he currently is just annoyed with everyone. But I think it's been like that for a while, so nothing's new.
Grumpy, okay. Thank you very much, Show&Tell. So, yeah, last time, you guys, well, what's the best way to describe it? You guys decided that first things first, you should probably do something about Muninn's petrified left arm and like Illona's upcoming curse, and like that taking priority over like the quote unquote main quest of going to the capital and getting the orb back, etc. So you guys decided to backtrack a little bit and take the pelt that you got from the basilisk to the ogre, as was your agreement. When you reached the village of Old Shepherd, you saw that some caramel soldiers had gone on in. You've met them on the road before, but you didn't interact with them before. And the guard captain was yelling drunkenly, asking for ale and ransacking some houses. Lots of fun stuff. So you decided to send Illona on ahead to get some of the soldiers' sleeping gear, like their bedrolls or tents and all that. They were gonna sleep in a house for the night anyway. They weren't gonna miss it, I guess, was your line of thinking. And Illona went on ahead, and things didn't go super smoothly for her, as she promptly got mugged instead of stealing from the soldiers, and she lost all of her possessions to a soldier you haven't even gotten the name of, and all of her possessions included like the ancient gold coins, her daggers, the sealed letters she got from the noblewoman, pretty much everything she had on her possession. And after she returned to the party, you guys decided to like circumvent the village. You went around and decided to camp out on the road, which was actually a little bit surprising for me, in the sense of, like, I thought to myself, why would they camp out in the one place where like people could easily stumble on them? But anyway, you camped out on the road. You heard the increasing howling of wolves in the night, and when you woke up, you decided, let's head for the wolves and do the sacrifice to the gods thing, because you need to heal Muninn's left arm and restore the petrified form of Always Thirsty, because Illona got multiple bad vibes, for lack of a better term, bad feelings. She got Obi-Wan Kenobi moments, because the dragon is coming for her, because there always must be an Always Thirsty and all that. And Muninn estimated that you guys have somewhere between 2 to 6 hours before the dragon arrives rather. And you decided to head on your way, but when you got up to leave, Muninn's bag was a lot lighter. You discovered that, Muninn was missing one of the books that they had stolen from the monastery, the more expensive one at that, and really the more important one. Blame was exchanged, arguing happened, a fight happened, and now you guys are not really on speaking terms, I guess. But you still have a time limit that's like pressing down on you, so for the moment you're still traveling as a group, just like very tense and hostile with one another. And I think Anghel, because he was not involved in the like fight, Anghel has to carry all your supplies and Always Thirsty. But I could be mistaken.
It was something along those lines.
Something along those lines. So, while I turn on the background music, give me a second. I would ask, just because it's been pretty much 2 weeks since we last recorded, what's up with everybody? Like, I've already kind of like introduced it, like you guys are kind of hostile to one another, but kind of you're still traveling together just because it's like a pretty urgent situation. But yeah, give me a moment to check that everything's working. Okay. But yeah, what's up with everybody?
Not sure. Did Muninn come to help Anghel?
I can remember something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because Anghel wouldn't have been able to move too far with everything.
Yeah, Muninn might have done. I don't think Muninn took too much because they can't they can't carry too much themselves either.
I think I also remember Muninn helping.
Yeah, but not much though, if that makes sense. Probably better than nothing though.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, apart from that, I mean, what does everyone think? Like, who wants to go first?
I mean, again, nothing is gonna happen. Like, no NPC is gonna interact with you unless I get you some of the chicken or something. Take this as more of like a warm up before like anything actually starts. Like, what's going on through your characters' minds? What are you guys doing at the moment, etc., etc. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as far as Muninn is concerned, obviously they're like furious. They're like, but they're like really angry. Like not just at everyone else, sort of thing, but like kind of at themselves in a way. Like they're kind of thinking like, oh, like I shouldn't have slept. I shouldn't. Like they're thinking irrationally, basically. They're like, I shouldn't have slept last night. I should have just stayed up all night. Like that sort of stuff. And yeah, other than that, I mean, they just would like to get this show on the road, I suppose.
And yeah, you were blaming Illona, and
Yeah.
Funnily enough, none of the characters know this, but above board the players know that the theft happened on Illona's watch because Illona rolled a 2 while whatever the thief was rolled a 7. So Illona has no idea that there was a thief.
Yeah.
The characters don't know this. I think
They do not know this.
figured out. Maybe they don't know, but they figured out that the books were there when Anghel or when Muninn was on watch, I think. And that was after Anghel.
Okay.
Something like that.
You're probably right, Show&Tell. I think you're right. Yeah. That's not me saying, hey everyone, pile up on Ashen, kick Ashen while she's down.
But that's what happened.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll ask, what's the like marching order since you guys are kind of tense with one another?
I think Illona was first, right? She like ran away in that direction already and started walking wild, like.
Right. I remember that too.
Okay.
And
In which direction? Sorry, the wrong.
Away.
Wolf direction.
You were heading for the wolves, and the wolves you heard from the northeast. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
More east than north, but northeast.
Yeah.
I also think like during that time that she was like looking for make-do weapons, like sharpening a stick or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'd be able to find a stick nearby. There are trees around. As for sharpening it though, that sharpening while you're walking might be a bit difficult, but I can allow you to do it if you want.
Yes, that would be nice.
Can you give me a careful to see how well you do?
1 second, and there we have it.
Can you let me know what you rolled just cause... Okay,
0.
You got a 0. Just cause
Yeah.
it's... I see it a little bit delayed. Okay. With a 0... Yeah, it's difficult to, like, move and also, like, hold a stick and also, like, sharpen when your possessions got stolen. So what are you even sharpening with? Like...
A stone, I guess. Like that I picked up.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I figured.
You're mostly just, like... slamming the stone into your fingers and hurting yourself. It's not working.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. What about Anghel? What's up with Anghel?
Well, I think like he doesn't like the situation. Like I said, he's grumpy and annoyed with everything. Like like we already talked about how he doesn't like the gods or whatever, and now they kind of have to rely on one. You know, there's no other option. So he doesn't like it, but he doesn't have any better ideas. So he's just kind of grudgingly walking along, I guess.
I mean, you do have, like, the chicken did say, yeah, you have 3 options. You just chose the quickest and easiest one, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, the other options didn't seem very viable.
Yeah, like, the other options were dedicate your entire life to the church or go to the court of the Red Emperor, which is like,
exactly.
Where the hell even is that?
Yeah. So... yeah, he doesn't like it. Also, he's carrying most of the stuff, so it's also, yeah. He's burdened.
And the last time we did establish that, like, always firstly is heavy and Anghel needs to take, like, regular breaks. So.
Yeah. Double that. I mean, is he also carrying the pelt?
I think we put that on Muninn, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Possibly, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I say we, you.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least there's that. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay. Just as a reminder, you guys should have control of your tokens on the map that you can click and drag around. I guess you should. Let me know if you don't. So do let me know which direction do you head. Again, you heard the howling of the wolves come from the northeast. More east than north, but still northeast.
Then we go.
Okay.
Oop.
Yeah, like basically in the woods.
Well, definitely from the woods, yes. That goes without saying.
Okay.
I
mean, do we catch up with Illona?
That's up to Illona.
I mean, I would have a bit of distance, I think, but I would definitely be in eyesight, not too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Illona would also be aware of the fact that, like, Anghel's much slower carrying the statue and all that. And he's also carrying the statue for you, technically. So would you keep that in mind?
Yes, I would walk a bit slow because of that, I think.
Not wanting to guilt trip you, just, Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You continue to make progress. If you head into the fields, as you sort of indicated, you won't see, like, any villagers going to work yet. It's also fairly early out, like, you guys woke up, or, like, at sunrise. But yeah, no villagers have, like, come to work yet.
Okay.
Can you, like, check for trails for wolves as we're walking?
Give me a careful.
Also, what are our weapons exactly? Like...
Illona's weapon is a rock.
A stick?
And a stick. Sticks can be good weapons, don't go judging. Like, there's legit medieval artwork of, like, soldiers fighting with sticks when they have swords just because sticks are better at, like, killing someone in armor, for instance. But anyway.
Oh, really? Damn.
I mean,
okay.
Swords can't cut armor, but sticks can, like, punch enough that wearing armor doesn't matter. Make sense?
Interesting, yeah.
We're a bit beyond.
I mean, wolves don't wear armor, so
yeah, we're also like a bit beyond. We're also a bit beyond the armor wearing times, but still.
Oh, okay.
With that careful, Illona, you do not spot any, like, wolf tracks or something like that, other than the howling that you keep hearing from the northeast. I guess the roll is sufficient to say it's a little odd that you're still hearing howling, like, when the sun is up. Like, usually wolves mostly howl at night, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, so something's happening, maybe.
I guess so.
To continue, because you asked, so Illona has a rock and a stick, Muninn has a dagger, and Anghel has a slingshot, I think.
Yeah, the slingshot, right? I and that's it. What did we do? What did we have against Basilisk? What would we do with that? Like, we had the shields, and we had
like the sharpened.
spears.
Yeah.
Or something.
Makeshift spears, yeah. As to as to what happened to them, that is up to you. Would you have like continued carrying them? I would say Illona.
Probably.
Like, I'm thinking of the fact that Illona got mugged. I don't think Illona would have taken the like makeshift spear when she was sneaking about, just because that would like make things harder for her to sneak. But otherwise, so I don't think it was lost in the mugging, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I have a spear. Then I don't need a stake.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking the shields we probably didn't carry with us, but maybe the spears.
Yeah. I feel like
that
we
would
would have gotten
be-
rid of the shields.
So that would be something, I guess.
It's not nothing. Sure. Okay. To answer the question, Illona, well, I already answered, but Illona, you don't see any wolf tracks other than like the howling that's still from the like northeast. And again, you don't see anyone coming to work yet. Do you continue on your way? Let me know, what do you do?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. So, do we move the tokens?
Yes, please.
Like, I don't know how far, Ilona, you should go first. Like, gosh, you should go.
Okay.
Just like Muninn running ahead, scouting, and running back
Yeah.
again.
I've been like, oh, never mind.
Okay. You've reached the edge of the forest. Do you continue on? Like, nobody will like come to interact with you, if that makes sense.
Can we look 4 tracks now or something?
Yeah.
Give me careful, whoever's looking.
Ooh.
Can you please say out what you... Okay, you got a 5. And
A 3.
Yeah.
And a 2. Okay. Muninn, you're not really, I guess, the like survive in the wilds type, so it makes sense why you wouldn't like necessarily spot anything. Anghel, you'd probably spot like a few wolf tracks. It seems like they came to the edge of the forest and then went back in, if that makes sense. Illona, with that roll, you also spot like the tracks that came like to the edge of the forest and then ran back in, but you also spot probably like some whatchamacallit, like say the munched on bones of a rabbit or something, like the wolves went hunting even in this direction, if that makes sense.
All right.
Oh.
Do you continue on?
Yes.
Okay. Then let me change the background music as you head into the forest. Feel free to once again move your tokens while I do this.
Okay.
The forest.
I was thinking, although it may be a bit unnecessary, I was thinking like, could and should we get bait? But then like, I mean, we might like run into the wolves while we're getting bait, if that makes sense. So, it might not be worth it.
How do you mean bait?
Like a rabbit or something. But then how do we catch the rabbit is the question as well, because we don't, like, we have spears, but then we're saving those for the wolves, I guess.
I think if like for the, this isn't me saying, oh, you should do this, but if you want to like capture a rabbit, I think Illona and Anghel might have like enough base level trapping skills to like make rudimentary traps, if that makes sense.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
That sounds interesting.
Above board, it's with like hunting for wildlife. It's pretty illegal, but who's gonna enforce that rule?
Yeah, right.
Well, illegal unless you're a nobleman, but yeah.
Yeah. Does that sound like a good idea then, do you think, everyone? Or like, because it's pretty early in the day as well.
I will say that it will take time, and
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of.
Illona wouldn't go for that option, I think. She would try to find the wolves.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's okay. We don't have to do it. I was thinking like, oh, it's a bit convoluted anyway, but I thought I'd put it out there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it makes sense, but like, it's a matter of time, and also like we see the tracks. So like, well, if the question is if it's like if they're close by or not, but we also hear them howling.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Yeah, we don't have to do it. It's like, the fact that we're on a time. I didn't consider the time limit either. So like,
yeah, I didn't think about it.
It would take a lot of time
until Teeironor pointed it out.
Above board, I didn't point that out as a way to like discourage you, just to like tell you the information. To be perfectly honest, I think it was an interesting idea.
Thank you. No, that's okay though. I think the time limit thing is definitely like a reason not to do it though. But yeah.
If you're continuing to look for tracks, may I get a careful from whomever is looking?
Yep.
On the
Oh
over
wow,
5.
Yeah. I don't think I'll roll just because Show&Tell's roll was pretty high.
Okay, Illona over 0. And Munin's not rolling. Okay. Illona, you bump into a tree. Nothing nothing too bad, but you're momentarily disoriented.
How did this get here?
But Anghel, you continue to hear like the howling from the like northeast, more east than north. Above board, you would go into a different map to reach the wolves, if that makes sense.
Oh, so it's farther in, like it's very deep in, basically.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So so let's move forward, I guess.
Because it is a very good roll, I'm gonna like move. Say, you see the token that I'm moving right now, the like, boy that stole the orb. That would be more or less where the wolves are, because you got a pretty good roll.
Okay.
Oh wow, they're quite far.
Yeah.
You continue to hear howling from that direction, and also spot tracks that lead, wolf tracks that lead in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so Anghel's pointing it out to whoever, is looking. And I guess, we need to hurry up so that, maybe makes...
You think you will be able to reach that spot in like an hour. If you get a good pace going, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
sense. So he makes a gesture of hurrying up. I don't know what gesture that is.
It's still within the time limit of like 2 to 6 hours. So.
Okay, yeah.
I think Muninn would like get a good jog on, I guess, get a shift on. When Anghel like points in the direction of like where they are or where they must be, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And like as fast as they can go, like with Anghel like carrying everything at least.
Yeah, exactly. I think Anghel needs to like. I guess he kind of pointed the way because he knows that he can't be that fast at this point. So I guess he kind of lags behind or something. I don't know.
I think Illona would go to Anghel and like offer help with carrying something.
Oh, okay. Well, so, I mean, I guess the rest of the supplies or something?
Yeah, whatever makes it easier for you.
Anghel's currently carrying the majority of the supplies and the petrified form of Always Thirsty.
Okay, then Illona would like grab some supplies and like, is it okay if you take him still and I take this?
Sure. Yeah, he nods.
Then Illona would take it and get a jog on as well.
Okay.
A bit hard for Anghel to jog still with the statue in tow, but...
Yeah, he hurries up as much as he can, and yeah. He's still behind, though.
May I get a forceful from Anghel just to see maybe he can manage it?
Oh, okay. The forest floor. Ooh. A 7.
Okay.
Wow.
Angel's also jogging. In fact, at some points he's running ahead.
Wow, okay. I guess it gives them adrenaline or something. All this, I don't know, annoyance.
At the end of this, you're gonna be hella sore, but right now the adrenaline's pumping.
I guess.
Okay. And as you continue in, you will reach a small river that you would need to cross. What's your plan? The river is like up to waist height, if that makes sense.
Okay. We use Always Thirsty as a bridge.
It's not that the river is wider than Always Firsty's height.
That's okay.
As a float.
Yeah.
If it's waist high, then we could just cross it, I guess. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not like there's a god of water angry at you or anything.
Oh, right. Shit.
Is there, like, could we look around to see if there are any like shallower patches?
Give me a careful.
Okay. Okay, I got a 3, which isn't ideal, but
Is it enough?
Yeah, I think it is. Although, it is enough. Although shallow would probably like instead of waist high be like knee high.
okay. I think that's better than. I think that is definitely better. But if
It is better. The question is if, yeah.
Can we cross
I
it?
mean, I guess we're going to risk it though. I guess. Ugh.
Could we, all 3 of us, or maybe not all 3 of us, if Illona's got supplies, Muninn's got the skin on their left arm, which is immobile anyway. Maybe if Anghel like carried Always Thirsty on their left side, so that Muninn could help with their right arm, if that makes sense. Because obviously the key is like being able to get across like fast enough so that we don't get flooded or something. If that happens,
Okay.
like, do you think
I
that
mean, sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
May I get careful from the two of you?
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh.
2.
A 2. What did Muninn roll? A 4.
A 4, sorry.
It's a little bit harder for Anghel, but you both managed to do it working together.
Oh, we cross?
Nice. Hell yeah.
We didn't die?
Well,
Okay.
I meant to say that you managed like carry the statue, but yes, skipping ahead, let's say all 3 of you managed to cross with no
Woo.
incidents.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Do you
Worrying. What do you think?
do you continue on your way?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Where did we cross? Did we decide?
Yeah. Feel free to move your tokens to tell me where.
Okay, probably like here, because I feel like this bit looks quite shallow.
Oh, okay.
So like probably around this bit, unless you.
Sure. That would actually not be in the forest because it's just outside of the forest, but sure.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't particularly matter. It just means you took slightly longer on your journey.
Okay. I suppose that makes sense if we were looking for a shadow patch anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we continue this way.
Sure. Let me pull out the appropriate map for like the diagonal, if that makes sense. Just give me a second, please. Humdidum. I have a lot of folders, basically, because Roll20 like meshes the folders from like this campaign and the other campaign as together. So I have to like find the appropriate ones, etc., etc. This is why it's gonna take me a hot second. Yeah, this is the map. like the diagonal. Give me a second, please. And may I kindly ask you, you're free to move your tokens to the bottom left-ish?
Ooh. Yes. Like, yes, this area.
Mm-hmm. Do you continue being on the lookout for tracks and all that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me a second. Give me a second for like the... Okay. Whoever is looking out, feel free to give me a careful, please.
5.
3. Okay, wait, we have a 5.
3.
All of you continue to like hear the howling, and I'm gonna use always first each token. The howling is coming from like here-ish, where I put always first each token on the map.
Oh, okay.
You continue to spot tracks that are like heading in that direction, and you actually, with those rolls, everyone spots it. You actually probably spot like a half-eaten deer carcass, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
They were hungry.
Yeah.
Well, probably the opposite, because it's not fully eaten.
Oh. Happy. Okay.
That's quite convenient if we wanted to set a trap somewhere.
Like we already have deer, but if they're not hungry, then they wouldn't. Would they go for
would
the
they go
bait?
for it?
And carrying a deer on a time limit as well.
Yeah, I suppose so. Is there anything else like surrounding it, the deer, or is it just that sort of thing?
Like you see with your roll, with Illona's roll, I guess. Illona would see like signs of struggle, like say disturbed earth and all that. Like the wolves clearly hunted this deer down. It's not like say a person killed the deer or whatever. What else? Yeah, not much else. It's just that the wolves all seem to be like coming from that spot on the map, like the Howls and like the tracks and all that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sweet.
I see that Ashen is typing. Okay, duly noted. What do you do while we wait for Ashen? Do you continue on the way? Do you do something else? Let me know, please.
I think we continue, like maybe more cautiously, because we're getting
Yeah.
closer.
I think so too. I'm just thinking of like things that we can do while we're traveling, but for now, I think all we can do is just get close or try to get closer.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe. Nah, actually, maybe not. I was gonna say we could probably put Always Thirsty down, by by the deer because it's a landmark and we'd know where to find him again. But then, if he's too far away from the wolves, like when we sacrifice them, like maybe it wouldn't work. So
Also, what if a wolf goes behind us and eats it? Oh, but
Yeah.
it's petrified, so maybe not.
Yeah.
like when Show&Tell said, "What if a wolf?" and then paused, I was thinking, what would a wolf do to a statue? Pee on it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Maybe. Or if the curse did lift while he was away, he could be very confused and then wander off, sort of thing, or get eaten by wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should keep him with us.
I think so.
Um,
Anyway, how far are we advancing? Like, I don't know.
What did you ask? I'm sorry.
How far are we advancing? Like, I mean,
You reach like the general area on the map in like say 10 to 20 minutes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
10
That
to
makes
20
sense.
minutes. Okay.
I would like for Ashen to get back before I like switch that screen. That's why I'm like trying to stall for
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So,
That's not 10 to 20 minutes, like, unless, depending on how long Ashen takes, it's not 10 to 20 minutes in real life time.
Yeah.
I assume.
No.
No.
Let
But then, yeah, who knows?
Just posted a message in Discord. Okay. Okay. So, I guess while we wait for Ashen,
he's back.
she says she's back.
Back Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, welcome back, Ashen. Welcome back. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess anything else before you like converge on like the little sort of island on the map where well, you don't know that the wolves are there, but like I'm just pointing it out as like the most obvious landmark that you players can see.
Right.
Is it water around?
Yeah, a shallow water.
Okay.
Okay. Is it like really, like, is it like ankle height? Sort of
I mean,
thing,
you're not
or-
there yet. I'm just
Oh, okay.
I'm just pointing out the landmark because you guys see the entirety of the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anything else before you reach there?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Give me a moment, if you please, because I have to like mess with some technical stuff. Just a second, for the viewers as well. So very sorry about this. It's so okay. It's so annoying that like Roll20 doesn't allow me to like manually type in a zoom in level, and I have to like click and drag until like reaches a certain number, etc., etc. But yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
what's this?
Holy shit.
Oh,
What is
it's the
this?
tiles. What? I see a lot of weird people. Am I supposed to see them?
If you can
Mother
see,
of the Forest?
if you can see them, you can see them.
What the heck?
And
That's Prince Charming? Maybe.
let me
Maybe.
switch the background music to a different track. And yeah, you guys have reached the little island on the lake, where you see several wolves on the island itself. The mother of the forest staring right at you guys. And
Fuck.
Staring at us? Oh, that's creepy.
And you also see, like, the icon on the left side of the map is a bunch of children, if that makes sense. A group of children.
Oh, right. She like kidnaps and eats children, right? Or something like that.
And you also did hear when you, like, not in the last village you visited, but like the previous one, you sent yoga to rampage in, that someone was stealing children.
Oh, the little girl, right? In the...
But like, didn't Prince Charming kill her because he had the head of her?
Yeah, he said he took care of her.
Bold of you to assume there's only one.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, they both look the same. That's disturbing.
Well, yes, you approach this site again. We are gonna go with. Can you all remind me what your quick stat is? Just because I don't remember off the top of my head.
I mean, I think Angle's is 1. I'm not sure, but it's lower than Muninn's and Illona's.
Illona's 3.
Muninn is 2.
Okay, yeah, I remember right. 3, 2, 1. So, Illona, you can move 5 tiles on your turn, except for those that are double movement. Muninn, you can move 4 tiles, and Anghel can move 3 on all your turns, respectively. Which one of you had 4 fate points? I remember one of you had 4 fate points.
Muninn, right?
Maybe, yeah. Was
I
it?
think so. Okay.
Oh, I think I got 4 because because Muninn tackled Illona.
Yeah.
The compel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastard. Just kidding.
I'm sorry.
So, you approach the scene. Your characters see what, like, if you see it on the map, your character sees it. If that makes sense. The like brown things are wolves. You see the mother of the forest. You see Prince Charming. Prince Charming and the children are both like, some of the like branches and roots of the trees have like seem to have come alive and are keeping them tied to the trees
Oh, they're tied.
by living moving branches of the trees. The mother of the forest is standing there staring in your direction. Prince Charming seems to be like struggling against his bonds. You see wolves on the other side. Yeah. She like beckons you all of you to like come closer, like almost like took you long enough with a bored expression.
Yeah. So this might not be the same
Yeah.
Mother of the Forest. In fact, it probably definitely isn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless Prince Charming was lying.
I mean, he showed you a head. Kind of hard to forge that.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
And last time we didn't face her. I mean, the other her, anyway. So now.
There's also more than one forest.
Could
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if yeah, that's true actually. I was gonna ask could I check to see if maybe you don't have to check, but I was gonna ask, does this Mother of the Forest look the same as the other one?
You can give me a careful, but it'll be a difficult roll because you're a bit far away and you're like seeing her from a distance.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that would be interesting.
It's a good roll. Well, from a distance it does look, ugly, dirty, older woman. Yeah, there are differences. Like, for example, perhaps the other one was had more like gray hair. This one still has like some brown hair.
Yeah.
The other one had a limp. This one doesn't. It's minute differences, but it's clearly a different person.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's really cool.
Okay.
Again, she like beckons you guys to come forward. You're not in initiative order yet. We will be if she like interprets hostile action to be taken. But you guys can approach. At least so far.
Okay.
Okay. Like,
Who wants to go first?
I think Illona can...
Illona has to go first now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's not initiative order. You guys can go in whichever order you'd like.
Okay.
I think it would
all together, obviously.
Yeah. I think it would make sense if, not to throw you under the bus, but I think it would make sense to for Illona to at least lead the way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think Illona would like take Miku's guidance into consideration, like not stepping on too many flowers and just like keep very like bow down like respectfully to her and like try to
Good guy. I was thinking about that.
You would see she noticed that and she like gives a brief nod. Like her expression doesn't change, but she acknowledges your effort.
Okay.
Is Anghel still carrying the statue of Always Thirsty, or? Also, do you guys not? Maybe you don't have control of your tokens yet.
Oh yeah, we do. Or
Do
at
we?
least I do.
But how far can we go? It just like.
Same like the movement speed I mentioned, like 3 for Anghel, 4 for Moon, and 5 for Illona.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
Should I move my token like how far I planned, or?
Which is? I don't know.
I don't know how far. Like, I don't want to get split from the rest of the group so much. So I think I'll just use like 1 or 2.
Well, again, it is not combat yet. It might be, quite likely will be. But while we are not in combat, you can discuss among each other, should we move to like this spot on the map where I'm pinging, or maybe you should go to this
Right.
spot on the map, or whatever.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
But she like wanted us to come, right?
She like beckoned all of you.
We should head toward her, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the. Yeah.
I
So let's go as far as we can. I mean, Anghel can go either here. How do I do this?
you click and hold. Yeah, there we go.
Or
Click and drag.
here.
Click and drag, yeah.
Click and drag. Okay. I think, unless it's a double tile at some point. I don't know.
I'll clarify it. The only double tiles will be the like actual water, because it's harder to run through water, especially in the deeper water. The deeper water you have to probably like actually swim for a little, or if there's like a lot of bushes, like say if you were to look like over here, you see a lot of bushes that you'd have to like
Oh, I don't
push
see
through.
it. But okay.
Oh, my bad.
But,
But
if
like
I
here.
go here,
no.
maybe.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Rup.
Let me know.
Where was it? Oh. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Anghel can go here, I think.
For simplicity's sake, do line your tiles up with like the actual squares, because it will be easier to determine movement later on.
Yeah,
Um,
my eyesight isn't very good with okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Just making sure.
And again, are you taking the statue of voice first, or are you leaving him behind in the corner?
I think he's taking him.
Yeah,
Yes,
as you-
don't leave the guy.
Okay, then I will drag him behind one tile behind Anghel. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And as you come up that far, she like holds up a hand and says, "That's far enough, intruders. What do you want?
no.
Why have you fallen into my trap so easily? Are you that stupid?"
A trap. What's that? Okay.
I guess the children are the bait.
Okay.
Wolves don't howl during the day, you fools. Did you not think something weird was going on?
Yes. But we're a little bit desperate. We would need to ask the gods for a favor.
Pah. Both you humans and the gods always ask and take from the forest. You take the wood, you take the plants, you take my children, pointing at the wolves. Why should I allow you to live? Prince Charming will yell out, "Stay back, civilians, I will save the day."
How exactly?
He struggles against his bonds but can't quite manage. You keep
Okay.
quiet. You keep quiet, says the mother of the forest.
You know he's a subject to fate, right? He will need to get free at some point.
No.
That's a good point.
If he dies, then he was not worthy, and another will take his place.
I see.
Oh, right. Shit.
She shrugs. How is that my concern? You are the ones polluting, disturbing my forest.
I do not not wish you. I should say this. I wish to respect you. I'm merely asking for. Yeah. Don't kill us.
Nice.
I'm good with words, you know.
The children cry out in fear, looking for you guys. Are you gonna save us or not? And yell out at you. And she yells out, "Quiet now!" And the roots hold them tighter, and they let out screams, but eventually quiet down.
Muninn might say Muninn might bring up about people killing the mother of the forest's children. So Muninn would say like, well, if you're worried about people killing your children, then how are you any better than them? If you're just gonna like kidnap these kids, like pointing to the
These
human
are,
children.
these are the due recompense of the forest, fool. They will be my slaves, and that will be payment enough from that village. As for the other villages, we'll have to settle that debt, won't we?
You can't, Muninn would say, you can't pay blood with blood. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like the people of the villages will just condemn you even further if you kill all their children.
Are you trying to dictate to the forest itself? And the wolves start growling.
Ooh. Maybe Muninn would like shut up for a second.
In fact, may I get a careful from you guys, all of you?
Okay.
3.
2.
1.
Oh!
And it's actually like in the order of your quick stats, funnily enough. Illona would notice. She hears like, say, like sticks getting stepped on, or like the shuffling of leaves, sort of behind you guys as well.
I would look there.
With that roll, it's insufficient at the moment, but you would realize there's something behind us too.
I would let the other people know that as well, if they didn't.
Okay. Could I turn around as well, or?
Sure, but further inspection will take time, during which you'd just be like standing there silently, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, give me a careful, and Muninn will be distracted for like the next 10 seconds.
Yeah. So I'll look, and everyone else will like look at the mother of the forest, I imagine then. Don't let her kill me. Okay, I rolled it.
Yeah, from like the with Illona pointing it out and all that, it does sound like more like other like small creatures. Probably like, oh yeah, the mother of the forest did mention a trap, so there's probably wolves like cutting off your escape.
Okay, but I can't see them.
Oh.
No, but you hear them. They're not howling, like they're being deliberately stealthy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think Muninn would keep an eye out on how do I word that? Muninn would just keep an eye out, basically, like with their back against their back to the mother of the forest, if that makes sense.
Sure. She says, realize the peril you're in then.
This, I don't know, actually. I kind of want Muninn to say something, but I don't know if it'll just rile her up even more.
We could, like, skip out on going to the island and just get the wolves behind, maybe?
That's not a bad idea, but then we'd have to find them.
Yeah.
And just leave the children behind and everything. I mean, okay.
That's true.
And I'm sure she will retaliate if we do something to her walls.
Yeah.
Anyway.
True.
So what am I to do with you intruders? You trespass. You kill my and the forest children. Why are you worthy of life?
I think Muninn would like say, unless someone else wants to speak. Muninn would say like, Muninn would say like, we're not responsible for the quarrels that you have with the village people. Neither are these children. Like, the sins in the like, these children can't be punished for the sins of their fathers.
Don't you lie to me. I smell the blood on your hands. She's practically covered in it. Look, points at Illona.
Oh no.
She killed wolves? I don't remember. I mean,
You guys have before, yes.
Yeah.
okay, I don't remember exactly when. But I remember like that it happened. I just don't remember exactly. But okay.
It was quite a while ago, I think, to be fair.
Like it was mostly cows, but I guess wolves. That's yes.
Yeah, it was to gain favors, like, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Prince Charming, I think, would yell out, "Find a way to untie me and at least get the children to safety. I can deal with this fiend." "You be quiet," says the Mother of the Forest.
Well, another strategy could be to just, try to get to him and untie him, and then he will all help us.
I mean, that's literally what he said.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, but I'm saying we can do this. Maybe.
We can try,
but we
I
do
guess.
need to like go around her or something.
Yeah. Could
I will inform you from the careful rolls you just rolled. If combat does happen, more and more wolves will probably arrive on the map, like every other round at least.
Oh wow. That's bad.
that is bad.
Should we just try to like find the the wolves behind and and make her escape? Although it will initiate battle too.
It
I
will.
don't know.
Yeah.
It won't matter.
We could kill a wolf, pray to Cassius to help us with this Lady of the Forest, and then kill another wolf and like ask for favors
Oh.
each time. I don't know.
Yeah, we could
Okay.
do. Or could we like preemptively say like take these offerings as like take these offerings and help us, and as like so that once we first so that we don't have to kill the wolf, stop and pray, kill the wolf, stop and pray. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, okay, incoming.
Yeah.
Like, be prepared.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe. So, do you think? So like, I don't know who wants to do the praying. I guess Muninn would like
I
because
think Muninn should.
Yeah.
Muninn could because their back is turned and they can do it under their breath.
And
Yes.
they're also, like, the closest to Cassius.
You're the teacher's pet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. So in that case, Muninn would, under their breath, like do a preemptive prayer in hopes that works. I don't know if I'd need to like roll a sneaky or anything, or
No. No sneaky required. She doesn't care about what you're muttering.
okay, cool. Could I don't know if this is necessary. I was gonna ask, could I roll something to make sure that Cassius heard me and like acknowledges it, if that makes sense?
Give me a flashy roll.
Okay. Oh, horrible.
What did you get?
0, sorry.
Can I get a clever roll?
Yes.
Well, yeah, clever, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got a 5.
You... I'm not sure if a Cassius heard you or not, but you feel like... Wait, you crossed the river there and nothing happened. Surely a different god knew that this ambush was gonna happen and is probably watching at the moment.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's not a good thing.
you're a Medin, basically?
Yeah, and that's not a good thing.
So he wants us to die, basically? Wait, so that means that Cassius can't help us?
I know, I did not say that. I just said you're unsure about Cassius.
Okay, that's bad.
Well, maybe Muninn would. I'm not like expecting like an answer from this, if that makes sense. But maybe Muninn, as a precaution, would like constantly be like, not constantly, but they would be repeating their like, hello, my brain just turned off. Sorry.
Reverse.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I am. So Muninn would be repeating like the chant or like the prayer, like just in case, like just to like really like ensure that if it does work, then yeah, you know.
Sure. But I will not give you an answer as to whether it does or not at this moment.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Just to recap, like the last thing that happened, not in your guys' thoughts, is the mother of the forest asked, like, why are you worthy of, like, living, and why should I, like, let you go, basically?
Yes. I think if no one else spoke, Muninn would say, like, would probably repeat what they said before, like about how, like, if you kill these children, then the people of the village will just like see you as a threat, like to see the mother of the forest as a threat, and like
what
do
people
like,
of the village? You make sure to make quick work of them too, thanks to your ogre.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Oh,
No, these children are all orphans now.
Yeah.
You see horrified looks on their faces.
Oh, that's horrible.
And she says, and speaking of which, how do you account for the path of destruction that creature wrought in my forest? Referring to the ogre.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
Well, I think Muninn would deflect that and say like, well, if you don't like, maybe not in these words, but Muninn would say like, if you think the ogre is like a bother now, we have a deal with him, and he wouldn't mind like hunting you down if you like ended up killing us, if that makes sense.
Do you really think he'd figure that out?
Yeah. Above board, no, but well, Muninn would say, well, he's after this, and like sort of like
No.
referring to like the skin. And they would say like, and he's the son of Eurymedon, above board?
Above board, yes.
Yeah. And he is the son of Eurymedon, and if you piss him off, then, you know, obviously Muninn wouldn't say it like that, but...
Oh, of you, both mortals and deities alike, just taking and taking and taking from the forest. I think I should draw the line here. You hear that, Eurymedon? And she like looks at the river. Fuck you.
Oh shit! It's
Oh my
drama.
God. Holy shit, this is crazy.
Does anything happen?
This is
from that?
actually good. Maybe she can anger him and he will drown her.
I mean, what, like, think from Eurymedon's perspective, what's more angering? Someone killing your child or someone telling you fuck you?
Oh, fine.
Gonna fuck you, yeah.
But if you were looking for like a quote-unquote reaction, whoever's looking, give me a careful.
Yeah. 2.
One.
No rolls from Anghel? Okay. With those rolls, you're unable to like discern if there's any reaction or not. So if there was a reaction, it was probably very subtle. If there was.
Okay. Yeah.
Just for the viewers because they couldn't see at the moment, Illona rolled a 2, Muninn rolled a 1.
Did you cut off just for me, or?
Yeah, for me too.
Illona rolled a 2, Muninn rolled a 1.
Okay.
That's just what I said. Again, sorry, I'm on voice activity instead of push to talk because Discord is being finicky. So if I ever cut off, feel free to ask me to repeat myself.
Sorry, I kind of missed. What are we doing careful for?
To see if there's any reaction from Eurymedon, from the Mother of the Forest, telling him to fuck you.
Oh. Okay.
Muninn might say like, well, if you want to anger, I'm just trying to think of how to word it. So sorry if I'm not very like RPE, if that makes sense. But Muninn would say like, well, if you're angering Eurymedon while you're at it, you may as well anger Acesius because we like.
Enough of this. Enough of this. Answer my question. Why are you worthy of life?
Why are you worthy of life?
I am the forest itself. I was here before any of you were born and will be here long before your miserable race has gone to dust.
Okay. Cool story, bro.
Well, if you're so sure of that, then why? Muninn would say, if you're so sure, then why must you go out your way to kill and like kidnap?
Are you daft? I told you that I require slaves.
Well, Muninn would just say, well, you can't take these as slaves, like referring to the children.
And who was there to stop me? Certainly not their parents.
Ouch. Muninn would like look to everyone else and like to imply like, well, we have to stop her.
We have to what? Sorry?
Stop her.
Stop her. Oh, sure.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay, we need a game plan, though.
Yeah,
How do
definitely.
we do this? I really like the idea of getting Prince Charming to help us.
Maybe we can distract her and then one goes around her to free him?
Yeah.
I do not think that would work with all the wolves.
Oh god.
But like, if you mean like non-combat wise, I guess you could always like
Like we did with Always Thirst.
Yeah.
Yeah, how we
The only thing with sneaking as well is that she can see us, and I think you have to, like, you can't. If I'm not mistaken, you can't sneak if she can already see you.
I mean, like, sure, but there, like, for instance, if you see something, it doesn't mean you're also paying attention to it, if that makes sense.
yeah, we just
sense.
need. I think
Like,
Illona is.
She also, like, doesn't have, like, eyes in the back of her head or whatever.
That's nice.
As far as
That's
you
good
know.
to
As far as you know.
Okay. So like Illona, because she's the sneakiest, I think she should be the one sneaking.
But the thing is,
And-
like, I need to pass the water, and I remember you Remedon saying that he wants you to like see everything you like ever cared for die. So I think that would be the first trial, just getting over to the island before like even getting to Prince Charming.
Okay.
That would
But
be the
then,
first
what do
trial.
we do though?
Should we all, like, three of us, like, like make our way towards the island, like, so like you two, because you're in the front, like start slowly moving forward, and then I'll like obviously, or Muninn would like follow like as they realize, oh, they're moving. But
Well,
like still
well, we
keep
will
an
go.
eye.
We will go in initiative order, which means Illona would go first.
Okay.
Anghel, can you like quickly carve a boat?
Yeah.
A miniature one? Sure.
Anything that floats, I'm happy.
I will let Anghel carve a boat, but it will take you a month.
We'll just stay here for a month. It's fine. We have supplies.
I mean, I think the dragon will.
He can
come
wait
and go.
too.
Okay. Okay. So what are we doing?
Like how we were required to like swim over, right?
No, for the like.
I mean, it's
for-
really shallow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is shallow water. Like this batch of water is really shallow, like it's knee high, which will be double movement, but not swimming. For the like opposite side of the river, you would require at least a bit of a swim, or maybe a lucky jump.
Okay. Knee high is not that bad.
Oh, maybe you can try to jump. Can we?
Of course you can, but it will require quick or careful depending on who's doing it and how they're doing it.
Quick or careful?
Yeah.
How about forceful?
For a jump.
Yeah. Well, you jump forceful.
If you can justify it to me.
But like, isn't
When
it
you
forceful?
jump, it's forceful. When you jump, when you.
You push
know.
away from the ground forcefully.
Mhm.
Sure,
Great.
fine.
Yeah. Okay, so.
So my question would be: Are we starting initiative, aka combat, or is there anything else you'd like to say to her, or like are you gonna try to persuade her, or anything else?
I don't know. Like, I don't know about the persuading. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But if anyone has an idea.
Because there are, in my head, I'm like, we could ask her, like, give us Prince Charming, the children, and a couple of wolves, and we'll be in debt to you. But then that's like no, like that's not gonna happen. Like we could ask her, but I didn't see her agreeing to that.
We could like ask her to free Prince Charming, I guess. It wouldn't hurt.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
then, wouldn't she be like suspicious of us trying to free him? I don't know.
Yeah. We could Muninn Muninn could ask, and I ask about Bod just in case it really pisses her off. And you guys like think no, it's a bad idea. But I was gonna say Muninn could ask like, what would it take for you to like come to our what would it take for you to like do what we want of you, basically, like
Just asking her like what
Like,
would
straight
how
up.
can we aid you? Kinda.
yeah, just asking her straight up, like if you freed the kids and everything, what would you want in return for that?
Yeah, but we do want to sacrifice wolves, though. Well,
We
we do need
do.
to do that.
I kinda just wanna know like how we could assist her. Like what does she want from us? Like
Okay.
then we can argue about like bargaining.
Did you
Like-
say we do or we don't? Sorry, show and tell.
What? We do about what?
We do want, as in sacrificing wolves.
Yeah, we have to, don't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
I mean, like, and that's something I don't think we can bargain with.
Yeah, exactly.
But if, Illona wants to ask anyway. Just,
Yeah.
We
I
could
would
ask.
just wanna know like how can
Yeah.
we aid her?
Go for it.
Did you want to ask or?
Yeah, sure. So Illona asked that.
Okay.
What specifically do you ask? Like, from her?
How can we aid you? Like, how can we help you?
Aid me?
Yeah.
Can you dismantle all the towns and villages that surround this forest? Can you tell all the humans to stop intruding?
We could do our best, I guess.
I doubt your best is good enough, dear, though I appreciate the sentiment. Is this something I can realistically expect from you?
Illona looks at Anghel and Muninn.
Not that.
Like, my plan is kind of like, if we gain her trust a bit, maybe we can go to the island without having her.
Yeah, like we could, even if it's kind of like a lie, we could say like, not outright say, yeah, we'll do that for you, but like we could like say like, no, but there's surely some other agreement we can come to.
Like, distract her basically with that?
Yeah, just like gain
Yeah,
her
yeah.
trust a bit, and then like take Prince Charming off his like custody, and then we just like, wreck her together.
Yeah, wreck her shit.
I guess we could go for that.
She'd be like, I knew it. Yeah.
But since Anghel is not the very talkative type, do you want him to go behind?
Oh, to go behind? Yeah, it could do. Like we could. What Muninn?
Although I don't know I don't remember what his sneak is. Like, I think it's pretty bad. Maybe 2 or something.
His what is 2? Sorry.
Sneaky.
Oh, it's sneak. Oh, right. As in, no, I see what you mean. I suppose we don't have to sneak necessarily. I feel like it would be hard to do that anyway.
Okay.
So I guess like the best thing. So I thought you meant like Anghel and Muninn could swap places so that Anghel could watch our backs while Muninn and Illona tries to talk down the mother of the forest enough to like get her distracted.
Okay, watch your backs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Muninn is watching everyone's backs at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Like, but then we could swap places.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. If we're doing that, then Muninn would say Muninn would say like 3 people can't be expected to do something as massive as that, but surely we can come to some sort of arrangement.
I feel the touch of destiny on all 3 of you. For whatever reason, you've garnered the attention of powers way beyond your purview, I suppose. I'm sure you can manage.
Manage what? What?
Like tearing down like society, I guess.
Oh, nice. Okay. F society. Let's go.
Yeah. We live in a society.
Above board, one of the like villages and towns she's referencing is also one of the like largest cities in this country.
Yeah.
So good luck dismantling that, but I'm not saying it's impossible.
Yeah. Well, what if Muninn would say, what if we can convince the people to leave you alone? And as Muninn's like talking, maybe like we move forward a little bit. Like, should we move our icons?
Yes, if you're moving, do move your icons.
Oh yeah.
So
So we
how
go
about-
over the water.
While we're like in... Yeah, do move one little thing at a time, because like stuff may happen as you move, okay?
Okay. Actually, I would track that. Where are you going, Illona?
I thought of going here.
Okay. If you go there, then I'll go where you are currently, I think. And
Okay.
then... Sorry, actually, I'll move my thing out the way so that you can move yours there. And then Anghel goes here, maybe, if you want.
Okay.
Show&Tell.
Still carrying always thirsty.
Yes.
Okay, I'll drag him behind you. She says as Illona's stepping into the water, not one more step from you. Or are we done talking? Implying done talking means violence.
Right. Well, surely we can. Muninn would say, surely we can talk. Surely, if we come closer, we can talk without all this shouting. Like, you know.
Do you take me for a fool?
No. Muninn would say, no, not at all. But I mean,
not
we
one
can't...
more step.
I think with that, maybe Muninn would say, like, what are we gonna, like, Muninn would ask her, like, what are we gonna do? Like, we're not gonna be able to just magically free all of your prisoners just because we're getting a little bit closer to you.
Can I get a sneaky from you?
Well, okay. My sneaky's horrible, but I feel like I'll just do it. Unless everyone thinks, no, don't do it, I'll do it.
Go for it.
Oh my gosh, 6?
Ow.
Oh no, gosh. Or gosh.
She is a boss level character.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Should I just roll it anyway? I feel like retracting that would be like a bit cheap. So maybe I should just roll it anyway.
Well, I wouldn't really allow you to retract it, but I could allow you to do like a haha, just kidding, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. No, it's okay. I rolled a 2 anyway.
Then she'll repeat herself, not one more step. I treat with you in good faith, even though you are heathens and defilers. You will treat me with the same respect.
Maybe Muninn would say, like, well, if we're treating, like, we'll treat you with respect. Like, if we want to be respectable, then maybe we can have a respectable conversation. And like, maybe
are we not
Muninn...
being respectable enough right now? Go ahead, Deli.
That's okay. I was gonna say Muninn would, like, I don't know if they have their dagger like in their hand. They probably do, but if they did, then they would like lower it at least, not necessarily like dropping it or anything, but they would lower it. To try and get the mother to see, like, look, I'm lowering my guard.
Can I get a careful from you?
Okay. Oh, I got a 4.
You see that she notices, but it seems like she doesn't particularly care. Maybe she doesn't really view you as a threat. Like, she sees, like, as she said, like, the mark of destiny on you and all that, but she thinks, yeah, I can still take them.
Yeah. I don't know, what does everyone think? Part of me thinks we can't negotiate with her.
Yeah.
Because
she's very much a hardliner, but
yeah.
That seems like where it's heading.
Yeah. For what we want and for what she wants, I feel like there's no way we can meet a good middle ground.
I would say, you guys haven't brought it up, but I will say it for like the sake of the information being out there. I think this is the one character I would not allow Anghel to use his stunt on, just because she would view a wood figurine as an insult.
Ah, yeah.
Oh no! I honestly thought about it. I not actively right now, but I was thinking okay, can I use my? That's but okay.
I think this is the one NPC I won't allow it on because it would be it's against and everything she stands for to accept that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, if we enter combat this session, will we need to finish combat by the end of the session? Or?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. We can and probably will continue into the next session.
Right.
Yeah.
So are we entering combat?
I mean, I personally think there's no other way to go about it.
Yeah, I think so too. The question is Illona sneaking behind while we try to engage her, maybe, or something?
Keep the initiative order in mind. The initiative order says that Illona will go first. You can find the turn order at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. And Illona's stun obviously doesn't apply to bosses, I imagine, because I remember once before. I have an idea. So Illona's stun stealth kill.
Yeah.
Could you use that on a wolf to initiate, or would that not work because of turn order?
I mean, she is first, so.
Oh, she is first. Okay.
Well, technically, Prince Charming is first, but he won't initiate combat.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking, could Illona do that, and then that would count towards the sacrifice, roster, and then see what happens from there?
And then we see what happens. I mean, it will anger her. Very much.
Definitely, absolutely. But I feel like there's no way out of this fight, anyway.
Right.
I just need a wolf for that.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, you do have a wolf 3 steps away from you, or 4.
It is a wolf that she can also reach in her turn. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you Ashen? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, let's go.
It's also the closest one to the children as well.
It seems to be guarding the children. Well, not the children not being kept by against some moving roots and branches, but the wolf is also guarding them.
Yeah.
So I would need to go here.
Are we starting combat?
Yes.
Okay. Combat has begun. So Illona will go first.
In order for me to perform the stealth kill, do I need to be on the same step as the wolf, or
next to them, I would say? But because it is your stunt, I would also allow the kill to happen with a thrown weapon, if that makes sense. So it's entirely up to you. You can either throw a weapon or melee it. Up to you.
Okay, so, and I can go here on my turn, right? It's fine.
You would be able to. Again, the water is double movement, but you have the most movement out of all the players, so you're able to get there.
And do the stealth kill, yes.
Can you click and drag your token?
Yes, sir, and stealth kill that son of a gun.
Okay, so that is 2, 3 movement. You still have 2 movement remaining on that note. But yeah, you, in the middle of the conversation, taking everyone by surprise, maybe even the player characters, Illona does a sudden dash and almost drive-by slashes a wolf's neck, I suppose, or however you would like to kill the wolf. And yes, the wolf is now dead.
And as she does it, she's mumbling, "For you, Arcesius."
Can I get a flashy?
Oh, okay.
Is that
What was that flash? I just I wanted to say it. It's conversation.
Sure. Okay. So that has happened. We are now in combat. The Mother of the Forest, for her turn, will let out almost like an animalistic snarl, like, and she will say, "Come forth, children, tear these polluters to pieces." And you hear the howling of wolves from all around you, like even behind you, all cardinal directions. She will spend her turn giving all the wolves an assist, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Munin's turn.
Okay. I think Muninn would. Hello? I think
Yes?
Muninn...
It was my phone that dropped. Shit.
Okay, no worries.
Oh, also, Illona, you still had, like, you can still move to test spaces if you'd like, while Muninn talks.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Then I would go here?
Yep, that is perfectly permissible.
Okay. I think Muninn... So after watching Illona do the sickest drive-by, I think Muninn would have, like, been stood in place while that happened, like, at least at first, because, like, they weren't expecting it. But then when the Mother of the Forest, like, says... when she says, like, what she said, then Muninn would, like, try and get over the water, like, as quickly as possible. So I'd like to go.
The water will be double movement again, and you have 4 movement.
So I'd end up here, basically, like that.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, that's okay. So that's what Muninn would do. As far as, like, because movement doesn't count necessarily as a turn, does it?
No, it does not. So you are still able to act.
Okay. As far as what Muninn would do, they would probably throw their. That's a bit risky though. Does Muninn still have, like, probably not a spear or anything?
I think we established that you did. Yes.
Yeah, each of us had a spear.
Oh, okay, perfect. In that case, Muninn would, like, hurl their spear, like, as sort of towards probably this wolf. They would hurl their spear towards that wolf.
That sounds like a forceful attack. Unless you... Do you think it should be a different stat, based on the way you worded it?
Based on the way I worded it, it does sound very forceful. So I'll roll that.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2.
Still rolling on my end for the wolves, so wolf rather.
Ooh.
Okay. The above board you saw that I rolled a +3. The wolves normally have a +2. It's just that it's +3 of the Mother of the Forest assisting. That is sufficient to dispatch this wolf.
Whoa.
Oh wow, really?
Okay.
Nice. That's awesome. Usually when I roll, like, forceful, that's my worst stat, or one of my worst stats.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hell yeah.
Wait, so does that also count as for Cassius? Good.
Does it?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I think Muninn would do what Illona did. Muninn might do what Illona did and, like, mumble, like, the same sort of chant, like, as they got the kill.
Give me a flashy.
Okay.
Oh no, it's too bad at the flashes.
Oh.
But not too good.
Can I get a clever roll?
Yes.
Well, actually, careful, not clever. My bad.
Oh, okay. I got a 5, but if... Oh, I got a 5 as well.
Oh, nice.
In careful? Okay. you, as it has often happened, you feel that you're not alone. Like there's someone watching over you, but you also feel that entity, probably a Cassius, his disinterest. Currently above board.
Disinterest.
Disinterest. Currently above board. What's going to happen is, in order to like get a Cassius's intervention, if that makes sense, because the reason is that normally you'd have to like perform a ritual with a sacrifice and all that. You're just now like mindlessly slaughtering, if that makes sense. So to get his attention, I would require enough flashy rolls that they would eventually equal a 10. Currently your score from 2 flashy rolls from Muninn and 1 from Illona is
-1.
Yes, -1.
Okay, Anghel needs to do some flashy.
Yeah.
You're -1 out of 10.
Can we do a flashy without killing a wolf? Or do we have to do it when we kill a wolf?
I don't know, can you?
I mean, sure. Like, I don't know.
If you like can justify a way to like get a Cassius's attention, then sure, maybe.
Okay, I get it.
At least like, because we can still use fate points on the flashy rolls, right? At least we know like it for sure. Like if we wanted to, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Also, do reminder, it's not totally related, but a reminder, just because I don't think Anghel has like a way of like fighting anything directly on his turn, that you can choose, if you'd like, instead of taking an action on your turn, to have to double your movement. Remember?
Oh.
From last time?
Okay, cool.
So in Anghel's case, instead of 3 squares, it will be 6.
Also, I have a question. If he decides to jump or try to jump forcefully over the water, what does that count?
It would mean, because the water is difficult terrain, meaning double movement, the jump would negate the double movement and like any negative stuff that your maiden might try to pull if he decides to do that. Make sense?
Yeah.
No, wait, I didn't understand. Repeat that, sorry.
So, the jump basically negates the double movement requirement of water, because moving through water is more difficult than moving on land.
Right.
And also, if Eurymedon decides to mess with you guys, it will make it more difficult for him.
Oh.
But you would have to succeed on the jump.
Yeah, right, okay. So, like, I can jump, like, where... Like, if I jump, what tile does that take me to?
You can jump up to your movement speed, but the farther you go, the more difficult it will be. In terms of rolling.
Okay, so say I want to jump here. Here.
That's pretty far. I would require a forceful of 4, I think, to pull off. Forceful or careful or quick, whichever stat you want to roll.
Okay, let's try. Ugh. And if I don't succeed, if it's like less than 4?
Depends on the roll what happens. The worse,
Okay.
the worse, the worse.
Okay, please, God. Okay, what does that mean?
That probably, give me a second. That probably means, I'm gonna click and drag your token for a little bit, that you make it up to here, and then trip and fall.
Oh no.
Okay. I mean, not the best.
So,
And how many, and do I have any movements left, or is that?
yeah, you do. You still have movement left. You've spent 2 on the jump. You still have 1 remaining, or 4 if you decide to double your movement. Getting up will require 1 movement.
Oh, okay. So let's go with the 4 then, I guess.
Sure.
And then getting up, and then 3 more.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Can I get here?
You're still in the water. Moving through the water will be double movement.
Oh, right. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Here? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So I'm going here. Oh, and always thirsty. Oh, I guess I guess I carry that as well.
The jump would have been much more difficult with always thirsty.
Okay, so I left him behind.
Yeah, it makes sense to leave him behind.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's close enough, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
The wolf.
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah. Double movement means you forgo your action on your turn. The wolves, for their part, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This one moves 1, 2, 3, and will attempt to bite at you, Anghel. Like this one charges at you and bites at you. How do you defend yourself?
I kind of takes hold of it, it kind of tries to push it away before, like, as it lunges at him.
Give me a force roll then, please.
Here's the 4.
You successfully defend yourself. Okay. And at the top of the round, if you give me a second. Don't know if you guys will be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm doing something.
I can see. I think I can see. Yeah, no, I can see. That's scary.
Okay, more wolves for us to suck.
Yes, you can see it that way. Okay, that was the wolf's turn. Prince Charming on his turn will say, "You're no match. Take the children and run away. I can fight her on my own." What do you
Is that all he does? Like saying that?
His action will depend on what you guys do.
We do right now?
Like what you guys reply to him.
I think Muninn would say something unless someone else has something to say.
I thought of saying like I'll help you get free, but I kind of don't want the Mother of the Forest to like know my plan, but I don't know.
Right.
What would you say?
I was thinking Muninn would say like something kind of encouraging, sort of, but also kind of like sassy or whatever.
Mhm.
Like oh, if you're gonna help us, like hurry up and get through free, then like something like that, you know.
Do you say that?
Yeah, but like not like in a sarcastic kind of like in a well, let's do this then kind of way.
Okay. Then he will attempt to break free of his bonds.
Okay. Oh.
The bonds weaken, though he's not free yet, but you see him struggling.
Was he the one that rolled a 6?
Yep.
Oh wow. Fair play.
What a guy!
Yeah, wow.
Illona's turn.
I will move. How much can I move again? I have short-term memory loss.
5 spots unless you're going through difficult terrain.
So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I move here if I go through this one? Because I see that it's
the bushes are double movement.
Yeah.
If you go through that one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Okay, then I go there.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, you go there. You still have your action. Not me, the children, says Prince Charming.
I'll just help you get free, okay?
Your turn.
I don't think it's a good idea to, like, launch my spear and hit him instead by mistake, so...
Is his... Sorry.
Yeah?
I was gonna say, like, you could try giving him a +2 in some kind of way if you, like...
Well,
like
the assists are +1.
+1, sorry, not +2.
Oh, yeah! That's a good idea.
You could probably try and give him an assist in some kind of way. I mean, how you do that specifically, I'm not sure.
I will mention, just for the sake of, like, clarity, the same way, like, you need to reach 10 points to get a Cassie's attention, Prince Charming needs to reach 18 points to break himself free. He's currently at 5 out of 18.
Right.
I'll assist him then.
Or you could... Well...
Yeah?
Prince Charming needs to do it himself, or can someone help him?
He doesn't have to do it himself.
Okay.
So you could, like, turn your...
By the same rule,
No.
Same rule, though, someone else can, like, strengthen the bindings, if that makes sense.
Okay. Fair enough. No, never mind. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, do what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I think I'll assist him in that case.
How are you assisting Prince Charming?
I can't really, like, do anything with the roots from this distance, right?
Unless you throw something, which is risky.
I'll just cheer him on. Go, Prince Charming!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, what else do you do? I don't know.
He genuinely looks encouraged because, yeah, I mean, he is the hero of the story and you guys are just civilians, at most, like, helpful NPCs. He is the player, not you guys. Yeah, he feels encouraged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice!
Yay.
Awesome.
The mother of the forest turns to you, Illona, and says, "That's far enough from you."
I think you cut off.
The mother of the forest
For me, anyway.
turns to Illona and says, "That's far enough from you." And Illona,
Oh.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Illona, roots will come out from the ground and try to grab you and grab at your legs, attacking you.
Oh, lame.
Okay. Can I defend?
Yeah, of course. But how do you do so?
Quickly step out of the way.
Then can you please roll me a quick? You take 1 point of damage.
Fair enough.
Munin's turn, while I type that in.
I think Muninn would probably go to the kids.
Above board, I'll keep track of your stress on the, like, little advantages and consequences thing on the top right. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Muninn would go to the kids.
They're currently terrified, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, I can imagine.
But because like the mother, like, yelled at them, they are, like, silent terrified, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Poor kids.
So if that's...
just above board, just informing everyone, no, I will not kill children. That's why the mother of the forest said she'll just enslave them, which is obviously much better.
yeah, of course, yeah.
if the kids are able to act, they will not attack anyone as well, and they would act at the end of the initiative. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think Muninn would try and pop over to here, if that's...
Yep.
That's only 2 spaces, isn't it?
Correct.
But, and then Muninn would probably get their dagger out and, like, and kill one of the kids. No, they would get their dagger out and, like, try and, like, hack away at, like, very carefully, though, so that they don't, like, accidentally, like, poke a kid's eye out or something.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, the vines that like hold the like roots and branches that hold the children in place will also work on the same system. Namely, you'd have to reach 18 in total to cut them away free. And that sounds like a careful or forceful. I leave that up to you. Which one do you prefer?
Probably careful because, yeah, Muninn would have to be careful with, like, not to hurt one of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna roll now. But like, what were you gonna say? That's all I was gonna say.
I changed my mind on something, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
So you dealt 1 damage to the vines. You'll need to reach 18 to cut them off. Okay.
Okay. Is it too late to use a fate point?
No.
Okay, cool. I think I'd like to use a fate point to add +2. Or actually, would it? Because that's quite a low roll. Although it could be lower. I'd like to +2. And the aspect I'd use is skilled with small daggers, because that's what Muninn's using.
That makes sense, which would be 3 damage to the vines.
Cool.
Above board, I did mention that the vines can be reinforced, and if she so decides, the Mother of the Forest can reinforce the vines. Okay?
You can do them all at once, or she has to choose one?
She has to do that on her turn.
Okay, yeah, but
So
it's one turn to reinforce all the vines everywhere?
No, a specific one.
Oh, okay.
And she would have to forego one of her other actions to do so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That makes sense, yeah.
Angel's turn.
Okay, so he uses the spear to stab at the wall forcefully.
Give me a second, please. OBS is lagging out.
Oh.
Okay, now say what you were gonna say.
That he will attack the wolf forcefully with a spear.
And the wolf who tried to defend, no longer benefiting from any advantages from the Mother of the Forest.
Awesome. 3.
Tie means you get an advantage.
An advantage. Poke.
Sure.
Poke.
Sure. Give me a second. Just a second. You still have your movement if you'd like to move, Anghel. We've actually never dealt with this before, but before Show&Tell decides to move, I'm asking your guys' opinions. I'm not saying this that, we should totally have this rule in our games or not. But are you guys aware of like what opportunity attacks are? In the classic Dungeons and Dragons?
Nope.
No.
Basically, in classic Dungeons and Dragons, there's a rule that like, if you move away from an opponent that you're like fighting with, the opponent like gets a free shot on you because you're like leaving unguarded. Do you guys think we should have that rule in our game or not? I'm totally fine with having it and totally fine with not having it.
I think that'd be interesting, for sure, and it makes sense. Like, I feel like that would probably. Sorry, go on.
No, you go on. Sorry.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, that would probably like happen, like, at least narratively, like, anyway, like, naturally, to an extent. So I feel like if that was, like, a gameplay mechanic as well, like, that would be pretty good.
Sure.
What does walking away entail? Like, if you, like, go to a tile next, like, that is still as close.
I'm just gonna use Anghel as an example, because that is actually a good question. So, if Anghel were to move, say, here, this would not provoke an opportunity attack, because you're still in melee of the wolf. But if Anghel were to move, say, here, it would provoke. Make sense?
Like, further away, yeah. Okay.
I think that's a good idea. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, that's cool. Definitely.
Ashen?
Let's go with it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then we'll play with that rule. So this also applies for NPCs. So like if an NPC decides to move away from you guys will get opportunity attacks if you choose to take them. Okay?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Anghel,
I wonder if I should get closer to the Mother of the Forest. Is that a good idea or a very bad one?
Could do.
Just for maybe this will inform your decision. She looks like a decrepit and very nasty smelling old woman.
They got a roaster like that.
I mean,
okay, the fact that she's nasty smelling is supposed to make Anghel not want to go near her.
There might be gameplay implications, but what I'm also like, I did mention, like, when I first introduced the concept of the Mother of the Forest, that like she's basically a synonym for an ugly person in my language.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering if it's like what if it's like going to affect him physically.
I suppose you got to ask yourself, like, sure, she looks like that and smells like that, but would it be like fighting an old woman, you know? So you gotta be careful. Like, I feel like she would be a tougher nut to crack, you know?
That's definitely true. But I'm thinking, like, if we took her down, we wouldn't have to worry about
the vines and stuff. Probably
anything
not,
else. Yeah.
Can I get a clever rolls from you on that subject? Anyone who's interested. On like what would happen if the Mother of the Forest goes down.
I mean, I'll go for it, but there's no way that Anghel would do it the best he can get.
I mean, Anghel might know. It's technically part of like his people's folklore.
Yeah.
Does Illona roll, or shall we just take Anghel and Muninn?
Sorry, I was gone for like 2 seconds.
If you want, you can roll a clever to speculate on what might happen should the Mother of the Forest die.
Okay.
Oi.
Ooh.
Illona would... Muninn might suspect it, but Illona would be fairly certain that, like... It's not really that these wolves necessarily worked as a pack to, like, lure you guys in and ambush you guys. That's a bit too sophisticated for wolves. It would probably mean that were the Mother of the Forest to die, the wolves would return to being just normal wild animals, which might mean, oh yeah, they're gonna like keep fighting, or it might mean they're gonna go on about their business, but currently she's very much like telling them what to do.
Okay.
That makes sense.
What about the vines, or would we like, does that not count towards that roll, if that makes sense?
As to the vines, good question. The vines would not retract, but they would not regrow, if that makes sense, and they would not like continue. Like, if you remember, she like used like slowly like strangle the like Prince Charming or whatever earlier. That won't happen anymore, but you'd still have to like physically remove them to get whomever it is free.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sweet as.
Okay, I'm still left wondering if I should... because, I mean, the attack, like, it will never end until we defeat her, right?
Technically not.
Unless what we're trying to do is wait for Prince Charming.
You can you can also concede the fight or force her to concede the fight.
Yeah.
All that.
No, no. I think so we need to get, to be honest, as terrible as this sounds, that freeing the children isn't actually that much of a priority. In universe, it probably is, yes, because we don't know that the Mother of the Forest wouldn't kill them.
I mean,
Right.
orphans die all the time.
Yeah, right. But
I mean,
I feel
nobody's
like-
waiting for them.
yeah.
I'm sure
Oh,
the ogre
that's
would
horrible.
like more tasty snacks, but yeah.
Oh no. But
Yummy.
so we need to free the kids, free Prince Charming, and also
Prince Charming is very
Cassie's-
much Prince Charming is very much committed to freeing the kids. I'll inform you of that.
yeah. And
Right,
also,
so what do you say? Do you say that I should go near her or not? What do you think?
if you've got one more movement tile left,
I have 3, don't I?
Oh, you have 3.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking you could go there, because if you do, the thing is that or maybe here, because you're not actually moving too far away from the wolf, and
Mhm.
also
Yeah, it's not there, exactly.
either here or here.
Those
Because the
those
thing
bushes
is-
will be double movement, just so you know.
Yeah, that's exactly the movement I have, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You have one. You would have one.
So I'm
two.
going to go there, and if she kills me, she kills me.
I was going to say, if you the only thing we're getting close is that obviously she could attack you, but then
Yeah,
that's up-
and then
that's up to
again,
you.
she can't do anything else, though, if she attacks Anghel.
May I get a forceful
Oh, maybe
from Anghel?
something.
May I get a forceful from Anghel?
A forceful, okay.
Oh wow, nice.
Okay. Basically, I did mention her horrible smell. If you step within 1 tile of the Mother of the Forest, you need to beat a forceful of 2, otherwise you will suffer a -1 on your rolls because it's just too unbearable to be near her.
Okay,
That makes a lot of sense.
interesting. Okay, so it didn't affect me, though.
Yep.
Angel's
but-
used to bad smells.
But you have to roll for every turn you spend next to her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fair enough.
And
Cool.
that's the end of your turn. So now for the wolves. First of all, the wolf that's next to you, Anghel, will try to bite at you.
Okay, Anghel pushes it away forcefully.
May I get a forceful, please?
Yep. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Tie means the wolf gets an advantage.
Yeah, okay. Could have been worse.
Bitey will be the advantage. Okay. And for the wolves themselves, as for their movement and such, give me a second. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
that's a lot of
1,
wolves.
They're getting
2,
closer.
3, 4. Oh, no. 3, 4 here. I forgot about the double movement. My bad. And you do see one more appear. Okay. Shall we do one more round and then end the session? What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
that
do
sounds
it.
good.
Then Prince Charming on his turn. I think he'll continue to try to break free of his restraints. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does my encouragement still count as a?
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. I'll give him a +1, so that's a 6 from him. He's
Hell yeah!
at 11 out of 18. Illona's turn.
Ooh.
I will get closer to him. Here probably. Or
Do you
here.
want to? Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
stand close to her.
I was gonna say.
Not so forceful. And help him free from his vines. Like, probably use my spear to get rid of them as well.
Sounds forceful, the way you're describing it.
Can I re-describe it? Because I want to like pick the most constraining vines away from him.
Then careful.
So, like-
then careful.
It's
Careful, I always roll shit, but that's fine.
Well, let's see.
3.
So 3, 2, 1. That's 2 more. He's at 13 out of 18.
Hey, let's go, boy!
yeah.
The Mother of the Forest. Her attention is currently on you, Illona, so I think she will try to grapple you with vines. Attacking you.
I quickly step away from that.
Give me a quick.
Oh, that's an 8. Wow.
Do I
And
need some?
Illona can't take much damage, I'll remind you guys.
Oh god.
I'll
6.
probably have to.
Yeah, you'll have to use stuff, otherwise you'll be out of the fight.
No.
Just wondering what I'll use, because re-rolling, I don't think I can get to 6.
You have a
Okay,
quick.
I'll use.
You have a quick of 3, so that was a slightly below average roll.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Think I would need to use re-rolling though, still, right?
It is your choice.
Yeah. Okay, Master of Escape, re-roll.
Okay, then just give me a second, please, because OBS is lagging out. Okay, so give me a reroll then.
Please, come on, let's go.
Oh no.
Oh.
What did you roll? A 1. Okay,
Yeah.
that would definitely be enough to knock Illona out.
What do I do?
I mean, use another fate point. I don't know.
What aspect did you use to re-roll?
Master of Escape.
Oh god damn it! I literally that was the first thing that I saw,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, you could use that.
Currently, Illona, you're sitting at 7 damage, and that's like you have your level 2 and 3 stress and your level 2 consequence, so that's really all you can take, so you'll be knocked out of the fight unless you mitigate it.
I have a suggestion, but I don't think it will work because I don't think it works within
Okay.
the rules of the game. But could Illona use a stunt as a defense against it? Or now that...
Depends. Which are you thinking about?
So one of Illona's stunts is tactical retreat, and I feel like that would be perfect, because Illona could then sneak attack the vines for extra damage later on.
Yeah, I would allow Illona to use that stunt to escape this attack, like no damage taken, but she's already, the fate point she spent is already spent, okay?
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks,
Okay.
Muninn. Or, sorry.
That's all right. I wasn't sure if that would work, because I was thinking, oh, we've already rolled dice, so maybe we're not allowed to do that, but...
Depends on the stunt. This specific one, I think it's a very defensive stunt, so I think it works perfectly fine. Okay.
Okay, sweet, hell yeah.
Jättedesune. Holy shit.
Well, I guess Illona spending the fate point won't really matter because you guys will refresh your fate points at the start of next session anyway. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
So the vines were about to Can you describe, Ashen, as the vines rush up from the ground and they look just about ready to overwhelm and choke the life out of you, how you make your escape?
I think of Neo from a Matrix. Do some really cool slow motion movements, wow. And roll out of there.
Sure. I'm curious if anyone notices.
Muninn would see that and be like, "Whoa!"
Sick, dude.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay. Prince Charming doesn't seem to notice. I'll say that. Muninn's turn.
Okay, so Muninn would probably notice this little number, and actually, they don't have the spear anymore. So,
You remind me, you killed the wolf that was around here-ish with it?
yeah, it was something like that.
You can go and retrieve it if you want. It's up to you.
Okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Because maybe I will. If it's so, let's say it was like. So I can't remember where you said the wolf was. Was it like here or something?
Somewhere around here, more like probably like just quote unquote south of the bushes.
Okay, so I will move here.
One and two. Okay.
Okay, and if that's close enough, sorry.
You still have 2 movements remaining. And it is close enough to pick your spear up.
Okay, so Muninn would pick the spear up, and
The children will yell out, "No, don't leave us! Don't leave us!"
Muninn would say, "I'm coming back for you. I'm coming back for you," as they run away. But Muninn would run to the spear, pick it up, and I think they would like take their time to like line up their shot before they threw it, and they would probably throw it at. Wait, would that be harder? Would that be a harder shot? Probably.
The farther away, the harder, but I don't know who you're referring to.
This one.
I
I assume that would be a harder shot.
I think it would be the same difficulty. Like, if you were trying to aim for the one that's next to Anghel, that would be slightly harder.
Yes, because I might hit Anghel.
Well, also that, but also because of the distance.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's it. Okay, well, Muninn will be aiming for this one, but they'd do the rounds with it. They would like close one eye. They would like really like aim before they actually lunged the spear at that wolf.
Okay, give me a careful attack, please.
Okay. Oi, I got a 4.
Just give me a second, because OBS is frozen.
Jesus, OBS today, huh?
OBS in general. Okay. A 4 attack to the wolf's 0. Yep, you dispatch this wolf handily.
Woo!
So,
Do a flashy.
yes, yeah, I was gonna say Muninn would utter the same like prayer, but like I know this probably wouldn't. Doesn't matter either way. Just narratively, they would like say it a lot louder this time, probably.
Give me a flashy.
Okay. There it is. Ah, it's still only a 1.
Well, we're at 0 now.
Yeah.
You actually hear the indignant voice of Acacius in your mind that says, "You offer that sacrifice in the water, where I cannot reach it."
Oops.
Damn.
It's still a 1.
Could
You're still at 0 out of 10. Like,
Yeah,
you were at -1, now you're at 0.
I know.
actually my flashy is pretty low, so that was actually a decent roll. But I was gonna say, could I use a
Of course.
fate point?
Of course.
So my logic is that because Muninn is a seeker of knowledge, Acacius is the god of knowledge, right? Or like, so it would make sense that that aspect would encourage Acacius to maybe listen to Muninn a little bit more, because they're the teacher's pet, like, right?
I was gonna make a notice me senpai joke, but sure.
Yeah.
You are Acacius's kohai, so sure. Yep.
I'm blushing.
Yep, that is sufficient to pop you to a to give yourself a +2, and now you're at 2 out of 10.
Yes.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
You feel Akessis' attention, but not necessarily his interest.
Okay, that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
If I still have 2, actually, maybe I won't move. I was gonna say if I still have, yeah, maybe I will. If I've still got 2 movement, I think I'd like to move back here.
Yep, you can.
Cool. And then that would be my turn.
It would. Anghel?
He attacks the wolves. The wolf. The one.
May I ask how?
With the spear, forcefully.
Sure. Then just give me a second while OBS bitches out. Now give me a forceful, please.
Okay. 3.
And the wolf is rolling. And the wolf... Okay. That is sufficient to dispatch the wolf.
Okay, flashy. Yeah, I don't know. Anghel doesn't say it, but he means it. It's all his heart.
Then that... I would say the flashy roll will be slightly more difficult.
No. No. Okay. What if he does some gestures?
You'd be leaving your back open, but sure.
What? Doing gestures?
Well, if you're...
Just kind of, praying. Like
Sure, but
praying
you're right next to a very evil woman.
And looking at her and doing praying hands.
Could Anghel move, maybe, and then do it, or not?
Yeah. Will that... I mean, we weren't fighting her, so that shouldn't count as a retreat, should it?
It will be an opportunity attack as you are next to her.
It will?
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay, so fine. He's looking at her, though, when he's doing it.
Sure. Give me a flashy.
That's better than nothing.
Okay, you guys are at 3 out of 10. And she says, "What are you gesturing for, you disrespectful child?"
What's that thing that they do in Naruto, where like they do the hand gestures really fast?
Yeah.
Hand sign? What do you...
Hand signs, yeah.
Is that what it's called? I thought there was a fancy word for it. But I can imagine like...
Seals is the fancy word for it, but...
Yeah.
I can imagine like that's probably what it looks like. Like Anghel's like, really quickly like hand gesturing a prayer. And it looks like he's doing the Naruto thing.
Sure. I'm fine with that, I guess.
Okay, so I guess I won't move then. Oh, or maybe...
If you will not move, I will require a forceful to see how well you resist the stinky.
Yeah, I know. But I'm thinking maybe I will... I have 3 movements, right?
Yes, correct.
Maybe...
You could go to...
I'll go next to Prince Charming?
Yeah.
Here?
If you go up them right, you could do that, yeah. Or could you, because you were in bushes?
Oh, is that double?
Since you were in
but I did a double last time. Does it count twice?
Don't remember what my ruling was before, but just because you're like jumping around her, I will allow you.
You said you... I'm sorry, you cut out.
I'm sorry. It's permissible. You did fine. No worries.
Okay.
But give me another forceful to see if you resist the stinky.
Please. Okay. Thank God.
What did you roll?
2. It's enough, right? Or is that...
Yeah, the 2 is the bare minimum. Okay. it's starting to get more difficult, but you're manning up. You're managing to withstand, I suppose.
I think I'm kind of envisioning him putting his, shirt over his nose.
Sure.
Not that that helps much, but something.
Sure, you are also very dirty, but sure.
I mean, he prefers that smell, I guess.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Then one.
I mean, I could have done
2,
anything else,
3,
right?
4. No, you could not have. That is correct.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 2 wolves will attack Anghel and 1 will attack Muninn.
Alright, so he defends forcefully, pushing them away. They attack at the same time?
It will be 2 different attacks requiring 2 different defenses.
Okay.
So the first
So
2 are
forceful?
the first 2 are for Anghel and the last one will be for Muninn. Yeah, it will be forceful defense from Anghel. Yeah.
That's one.
Yep, that is 1.
Do I get that? Oh, no, I don't.
You do get the advantage, yes.
Oh, I do? Oh, okay.
For the first defense, because it's more than 3.
Mm-hmm.
Another check
Okay.
on poke, or would you like something else?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And how does Muninn defend from being bit?
They would. They would probably.
Oh, I forgot to move one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, carry on.
That's okay. I'm trying to think of a way that.
The ones at the top, sorry. The ones at the top don't move? I mean, that's fine. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, that's good for us. Yeah.
For narrative's sake, give me a second while OBS is okay. For narrative's sake, they are currently howling intimidatingly.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Deli.
It's okay. No, that's good because it gives me time to think. I was thinking like, oh, Muninn would push the wolf away, but then that sounds forceful.
It will very much be.
Maybe.
Well, that wouldn't be too bad, I guess. What were you? Did you have a suggestion? Ashen?
What's your quick? Maybe you
My-
could like.
My quick is the same, so I was
Oh.
thinking maybe something clever or careful, but
Yeah.
I
If you have
don't
any
know.
idea that.
I'm not careful or clever enough IRL. Like,
That's the problem.
so I think Muninn would like very quick. That's quick. Well, it doesn't matter either way. Muninn would push try and kind of get out the way and also push the wolf away, using the wolf's momentum against it. If that makes sense. Does that? I don't know if that makes sense. That sounds quick to me, to be honest. But if you don't,
Dodging means quick, but using the wolf's momentum against it, could you explain how? Maybe I'm dumb.
I think I'm just over-explaining it. But Muninn would take advantage of the wolf pouncing by getting out of the way and also pushing it while it's still mid-flight. Do you know what I mean? Or mid-air.
Okay. Okay, sure. Sounds careful or forceful or quick.
Oh, I'm gonna take
Careful.
advantage of this. I'm gonna roll careful. Hey, I got a
Whoa! Yeah.
You got it. Okay. 6. That's enough to create an advantage. Do you have a name for it?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry if I'm taking my time with this stuff. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do the thing. Does that make sense?
I don't know if we were apologizing to or about what, but it's
Just-
totally fine.
just everyone, the audience. I'm sorry. Dodged out the way, maybe, or like quick-footed.
Quick-footed. Okay. Okay. And the last thing that will happen as we end the session, 2 more wolves will come from the south-ish. I don't know if you should be able to, one of you at least should be able to see the other one. But yeah.
Yeah, I see.
As I said, this would be the last round of combat for today. Is it a good spot to end today's session?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Thoughts on today's session?
Really
It was
nice.
fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm just
Yeah.
loving this combat way of fighting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'm glad to hear it. I like when the Mother of the Forest attacked Illona, I legit thought, did I make this too hard? Because I legit one-shot Illona, but Illona was already very injured.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Plus, Illona managed to escape, which is
Thanks to you. Thank you again.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And she does. You guys in general do regain the use of your stunts for the next session, and your fate points, of course.
Cool.
Mhm.
Oh, really? In the middle of battle? So I could have used mine too. Like
Yeah, hindsight. What can I say?
I get like I didn't. Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Hmm?
Yeah, I totally could have used mine though. For the
Oh.
flashy, for instance. Okay, fine.
For instance, I'm always like of 2 minds on whether to refresh fate points when we're in the middle of combat. Usually I'll allow you to refresh it just because that's the official rules, that you have to refresh at the end of the session no matter what. But whenever I want to not refresh it, I'll always ask you guys, do you think we shouldn't refresh it? If that makes sense.
I mean, I guess if it's a hard battle, then yeah, it should be like I mean, yeah, I don't know, like a boss battle that takes a while.
Fun story for the other campaign, like the final session of their first season, the final battle of the first season rather, was 4 sessions long, I think.
Holy moly.
So
Wow.
I naturally allowed them to refresh their fate points, and then I even said, look, if you like skip your round, I can even allow you to take a rest, if that makes sense.
That
But-
does make sense.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But that was for their specific circumstances, which aren't really applicable here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if a battle takes like 4 sessions, then fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, it was like citywide, not just their little encounter. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool. Though.
okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm slightly surprised that you guys still decided to follow the wolves. Like, even the Mother of the Forest called you out. Like, what? Why were you following? Did you not realize that it was a trap?
But we had to.
We had
find
to.
walls.
I feel like above board and probably in character, we must have known that it was a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
we had to kill the wolves. Like, I want to get my arm back, you know?
Desperate
Understandable.
time, desperate measures.
Understandable. And this isn't me critiquing. This is more like, this is also like me wondering, should my traps be more obvious, or
No, definitely not. You're good.
okay. Oh, I guess I should ask thoughts on like the fact that, oh yeah, it's the Mother of the Forest and Prince Charming and children, like, and not just wolves that you met.
I mean, that was unexpected.
Yeah, it was
Because
surprising.
we thought she was dead or something.
I was really surprised.
Same.
We didn't really think about the fact that there could be more than one.
Yeah.
And like the whole guilt trip situation about the children that also.
I mean,
Yeah.
really, really, really dropped the ball when we just let the ogre
Yeah.
go to the village. And it keeps haunting us.
Yep.
At this point.
Above board, after the combat is over, if you rescue the children, the first thing they will ask is, Mr. Anghel, is it true that my mommy is dead?
Oh shit.
Oh no. Anghel's like, yes! Like, the only time Anghel ever talks in the whole campaign, he just goes, yes, little one. You'll never see them again.
Good. That's a good the character development for him, for sure.
Yeah.
Very wholesome. Very
Get used
wholesome.
to it.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. I genuinely don't know. Like, I have faith in you guys, but I don't know if this will go well or not. Like, there are things that might go well, things that might go badly. We'll see. We'll see at the end of the day.
Yeah, we will.
I'm scared.
I'm kind of excited, but
Yeah.
all I have to say.
I'm excited, but I'm very nervous.
I will mention after the combat is over, well, also depending on like your actions and all that, and maybe not like immediately after the combat is over, but like after some other story events happen, you will reach what's called a significant milestone and get another point to place wherever you wish.
And also get rid of the 6 consequence, right?
That too. After you get a,
Whoosh, that's good.
after you
Face
get a
goes
rest.
back.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
There's I'm just mentioning it because it's like familiar to me. There's a character in the Warcraft universe, speaking of Illona's level 6 consequence, a mage in the Warcraft universe that's like famous because he's a bit of a Mary Sue because he has a broken nose that he refuses to fix.
That makes him a Mary Sue.
Not just that, but like it's like often mentioned, like the novel he appears in, that yeah, my nose is broken, but he refused to fix it for whatever reason. And it's like whenever people see him, they notice, oh, he has a broken nose. And that's
how weird.
I'm talking about Ronan Deli, because you would know him.
I do know him. I didn't know his nose was broken though. That's so weird. What a weird
Character quirk.
Yeah, what a weird character quirk. I would have never have like picked that up unless you told me.
To be fair, it's only mentioned like the first novel he appears. I think the author like got the message in the next novels.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's so strange. But fun fact though. But like so weird.
yeah. Anyway, this was a convoluted way of suggesting maybe Illona's nose doesn't get fixed. I don't know. It would help hide her identity, I guess. We'll see. Yeah. I suppose any other thoughts on what happened this session before we go into our shoutouts?
No.
I don't think so.
Head empty.
Yeah, head empty. No other thoughts. Just this was very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think I'm totally tempted to have like a wolf skip on its action so it can pee on always thirsty next session.
That'd be so good.
Let's go.
Oh no.
Can I compel the wolf to do that?
Yeah. I mean, you can. Technically, if you discover the wolf's aspects, you can compel them.
Hell yeah.
Don't do it. Don't waste your fate points. Please.
I mean, you never know. Maybe there's a super wolf out there that, yeah, you skip a turn to do that. I don't know.
Super wolfius.
Anyway, so let me roll the dice. But while I do that, again, any other thoughts before we go into shoutouts?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No.
Then thank you again, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. let's have these lovely people talk about themselves, starting with Show&Tell. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yes. So I'm Show&Tell, and I have a YouTube channel on which I react to shows, mostly anime. And I also have a tiny little channel of gaming streams that I do every week.
You also have a third channel, which is technically your second one.
Yeah. That is like for non-anime reactions, but yeah, it's just starting too. So.
To be completely honest for the viewers, I can't fit all of Show&Tell's links on screen because otherwise the text would be too small. But I'll provide all the links in the description. And her main channel has links to the secondary channels too.
Yes, that's.
Thank you very much, Show&Tell. And then, according to the dice, we would have Dely going reverse alphabetical. Dely, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Absolutely. Hello everyone, I'm Dely. Outside of these sessions, I am a Goblin VTuber on Twitch. At the moment, I'm doing random, not streams off of a schedule, just because I can't realistically set times in advance, if that makes sense, when I'm available. But if you happen to catch one of my streams, feel free to come in and say hi. And also, I will eventually be doing a new model reveal soon. Whenever I describe it, I always say, "Oh, I'm having a model debut," but it's actually 2 models technically. So yeah, I mean, feel free to say hi on Twitch or on Twitter or anything like that, and eat your veg.
Yeah.
That's important. Thank you, Dely. I don't know if you've mentioned there are 2 models. Interesting. Quick question: are you going to be banned off of Twitter because of the way you share your links, or has the rat rescinded that policy? I don't remember.
That's a really good question. Hopefully, he's rescinded it because I've noticed people have been posting links recently, so that's a good sign. But then he might eventually just go through with it anyway. So we'll see.
You can't post links now on Twitter?
Yeah.
Well, you can. It's just that it's forbidden to post links to certain sites, like I think Facebook. And it's also forbidden. Dely. The problem with Dely. The issue that made me think of Dely is that Dely shares their links in a website that has a bunch of other links, and I think, as well as Facebook, those types of websites were also at least forbidden.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
Well, it doesn't make sense, but I see what you're saying. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense for the rat to set those kind of rules, but...
I'm just imagining him as a Skaven from Warhammer.
Yeah.
Anyway, before my Warhammer nerdiness gets a grip of me, shall we go to Ashen?
Yes.
Dely, are you done?
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Dely. So, Ashen, please talk about yourself and how awesome you are, and tell people where to find you, etc., etc.
Hello. Yes, I'm awesome. No, you can find me on Instagram if you like art and stuff, because I do a lot of that. I also recently do a lot of bookbinding, and I have one project right now where I make a sort of fantasy journal, which has been so much fun to make. Gosh, I'm obsessed. Bookbinding is the best. So if you like stuff like that, just craftiness and portraits and stuff, check me out.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Ashen. Do check her out. And I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master, Teeironor. I do this series, it's a lot of fun, and I also do another series that's been going on for a longer while. Holy shit, we're in the 3rd year now on that series. called The Ephemeral Orb. Season 2 is called Shadow of the Silvermane. We're kind of approaching the end of Season 2 of Shadow of the Silvermane, so do check that out. But yeah, other than that, thank you once again, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We'll be back next time. I'll let you know on Twitter as usual if there's any delays with the episodes. But other than that, we will see you next time. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.